Okay, I'm going to drill this piece of flat steel. A good way of marking steel is with a Tipex style marker. These produce white marks and they're very easy to see, much easier than a pencil marker or an ordinary marker. Once you mark the steel, you need to center punch it. This is a center punch. It has a hardened steel tip. You hit it with a hammer and leaves a dent in the steel. This stops the drill bit from sliding all over the place when you go to drill. Okay, so I'm going to put the tip on the mark there and hit it with a hammer. Okay, and that leaves a dent in the steel. If the bit is sharp, you should be able to drill through a piece of steel this thickness fairly easily. If you're drilling a thicker piece of steel, it's a good idea to have maybe a small cap full of lubricating oil. You can dip the tip of the steel into it every so often, and this helps to lubricate the tip of the drill bit. Okay, so I'm going to just try drilling this now. Okay, now I'm going to drill a slightly thicker piece of steel. If you're drilling using a large diameter drill bit, or you're drilling thick steel, it's a good idea to use lubrication. This helps to cool the drill bit and it makes drilling much easier. Okay, so switch on the pillar drill. When a drill bit is sharp, you'll notice that the waste material spirals off, like so. Okay, that's a good sign. You can see some smoke rising there. That's because the drill bit is getting so hot. Okay, just stop this for a second. Put a little bit of oil into the hole. Okay, start up again. Now, what happened there was I applied too much pressure and the drill bit caught in the hole. You'll notice I have a piece of wood underneath. The idea of that is to stop the material at the bottom of the bar from pushing outwards. If that happens, the drill bit can snag. So this piece of wood actually stops that happening. Now, I'm after drilling right through there. When you're drilling stuff like this, just watch out for the swarf. That can be quite sharp. Okay. Oh, a nice round hole. Okay, now I'm going to drill this piece of 7x2 timber. When you're drilling timber, you use flat bits like this one here. You could use a HSS bit, but it can get fairly hot when you're drilling the holes and it doesn't do as good a job. Okay, so the fit the bit into the chuck. Make sure when you're fitting bits that the drill is unplugged. Okay, so I'm going to use the chuck key now to tighten the chuck. I prefer key chucks. I think you can tighten the bit much better in these than in the hand tightened chuck. When you're drilling, this is the best way to hold the power drill. Hold the side handle vertically like this in the 12 o'clock position. Hold the handle here like this in the 3 o'clock position. If the bit gets stuck, the drill will move like this, and your hand will catch the side handle. If you're holding the drill like this, what can happen is if the bit gets stuck, the drill will turn this way and the side handle will get pulled out of your hand. Okay, so it's always better to have it like this. Okay, so lots of homes are timber framed, but what if you live in a house that's built of stone, brick or concrete? If you need to mount shelves on the walls, what do you use for drilling holes? Okay, so this is the type of drill bit you use. It's called a masonry drill bit. It has a tungsten carbide tip. This is very hard material, and that's what makes it so easy to drill concrete with. Okay, obviously you can't screw directly into concrete. You need to use what are called rawl plugs. Rawl plugs are a short little piece of plastic that you insert into the hole drill with the masonry drill bit. When you get these rawl plugs, normally it tells you what size drill bit to use. There's normally a guide here. Okay, it also tells you the minimum size screw you can use with the rawl plug. If the screw is too narrow, it won't hold very well in the plug. Generally, when you're mounting stuff on walls, you can use screws about 30 to 40 millimeters long. 30 millimeters is about 1.25 inches. 40 millimeters is about 1.5 inches. The screws that you would use, typically 5 millimeters, which is just under 1/4 inch. When I drill holes in the wall, generally what I do is I put a bit of tape around the drill bit. This lets you know whether you've drilled sufficiently far into the wall. Okay, so just wrap a piece of tape around the drill bit. And next, put your bit into the drill itself. Okay, make sure of course that the power is turned off. Tighten the chuck and plug in. Now, when you're using a masonry drill, there's two settings on the drill. There's rotation only and hammer and rotation. The idea of hammer action on the drill is to it makes the chuck vibrate really quickly backwards and forwards. This creates a sort of a pulverizing action at the tip of the drill. The tip of the drill actually shatters the concrete ahead of it and turns it into dust. Okay, I'm going to start drilling now. it's a good idea to move the drill bit in and out, and this helps to rake any dust out of the hole. Again, remember to hold the side handle like this. That stops the drill actually slipping out of your hands if the drill bit jams. Okay, I just lost my piece of tape there, so I'm just going to put the screw in and see if the hole is deep enough, which it is. Now, all you have to do is tap in your wall plug. Okay. And you can put in your screw.